You know, I love everything about Planet Zoo. It's very cosy, but it's not to me talking about. I'm joined this evening by a very special guest. Welcome, the wonderful Jack. Thank you for joining me. This is your, now we talked about this before, this is your second stream, right?
Yeah.
But first time with me.
So yeah, I'm an animator here at Frontier, and previously I was on a stream for Jurassic World Evolution 2, but now I've been on the Planet Zoo team working on this new pack. Which is, it's a really nice pack.
Yeah.
Obviously, all the nice domestic farm animals, so a lot closer to home to a lot of us in the office. So it's been interesting to work on.
Well, thank you for spending your time. I know you're busy, and I know you finished your day's work, so you actually come downstairs and are going to spend some time. So thank you so much. You mentioned the animals. Should we start talking about the animals? About
Definitely.
what we're going to get? I mean, there's 7 new animals, right? Look, I will ask your favourite in a minute, but should we start? We've got a list to help me, but we'll start with the Sussex Chicken.
Yep. So we got the Sussex Chicken, which is, they were. Okay, I'll start. They were my favourite to work on.
Oh, they are.
So yeah, they were good fun. Like very very confident, but also docile. They just strut about like they own the place, but also can just slump down into just a strange smushed shape. And they'll forage around for food. You always catch them like scratching at the ground.
Yeah, I did see. Look, obviously, I'm very lucky to get to look behind the scenes and see the some of you worked on. I watched these being sort of some of the early footage of them, and it's really wonderful what you've done to capture their sort of. Yeah. The animation's great because I think you've really captured their personality, which I really really like, which is really fun. And then next up we have the Alpine Goat. I think producer Adam's going to flick through a series of pictures for these. So there they are, the Alpine Goat.
So yeah, we got the Alpine Goat. Obviously, got the namesake from being from the French Alps, and obviously something you can't necessarily tell from looking at it is that goats have hollow horns, like most goats. So does the Alpine Goat. Okay.
Interesting fact. And then we have we have the Highland Cattle, I believe, is next. Yep, there we go.
Here we go. So this one's brand new reveal. The old hairy coos.
The hairy coos.
Yeah, that's what they're known as up in the Scotland.
I got in real trouble when I put on a Scottish accent, so I'm not doing it again, chat.
I tried.
But yeah, the hairy coos. All right, that's interesting. It's a lovely shot as well. So it's just a reveal for us. That's great.
Yeah, they're beautiful. So obviously predominantly found up in Scotland, but they've also, in Sweden as well.
Okay.
So because they're just, obviously they've got that big fluffy coat. So just used
I am jealous of their hair.
Yeah,
I'm
I
very
thought
jealous
you
of
might
their
be.
hair. Yeah. Getting envy.
They got some to spare.
It looks like you got loads to spare. Next up, a favourite of my wife, the Alpaca.
Oh yeah. So there we go. There's very fluffy, very cute, and apparently they'll hum to communicate, which is interesting. Very interested to find that out.
I hum to be annoying. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, and I imagine they would be too.
Yeah.
And yeah, apparently as well, the juveniles are known as crias, which is baby animal in Brazilian Portuguese.
That is a really good pub quiz question, right? What is a baby alpaca known as? So pay attention.
Brazilian Portuguese.
Yeah. I guess. Very niche pub question, but again, it's one to learn. Next up, we have the American donkey, I believe. There we go.
Yeah, got another nice donkey added to the game, and something that's nice about donkeys is that obviously they are in herds, but they form really strong bonds. Mm-hmm. So they will have a best mate in the herd. And the American donkey specifically, of the 40 million domestic donkeys worldwide, about 40,000 of them, so 1% I think that is.
Don't ask me to do maths,
yeah,
honestly. Don't ask me to do maths,
yeah. Are American donkeys.
Wow, okay. And then we have how am I going to say, Rador Sheep, the Hill Rador Sheep. There we go.
So again, another animal named after where it's from, which is the Radnor Hills in Wales. A mountainous sheep, so you see those up in the mountains in Wales, and apparently, unfortunately, they are currently listed as vulnerable, but there are conservation efforts going, and obviously you can do that in your own zoos.
Yeah, and then I'm not sure if this is the last one yet. The last one is my spirit animal.
Yep.
It's the Tamworth pig. So there we go.
Still has more hair than you, I believe.
Well, all right. Yeah, but yes, it's accurate.
Another vulnerable species in the UK, Tamworth pig. There's actually quite a famous pair of Tamworth pigs known as the Tamworth 2, which were Butch and Sundance, the Sundance pigs, the Tamworth pigs, sorry, which escaped an abattoir and went on the run.
Wow.
For a whole week.
This is a really cool story.
So yeah, it's like Chicken Run, but
I was about to say, this feels like an Aardman animation sort of film. There's a plot line for the next film.
And I mean, unfortunately, they were found, but fortunately, they now live a safe and happy life.
Sunning on grass and having pictures taken. Oh wow, okay. All right, so there's a look at the animals. I mean, obviously we've got screenshots for you, but they don't really do them. They do them some justice actually. They're wonderful screenshots, but the cinema in motion is another thing as well. It's really sweet. But alongside these new additions to the Barnyard Animal Pack, also features 60 plus rustic scenery pieces. So you want to talk a little bit about what these sort of scenery pieces are?
Yeah, so we've got all your usuals, your benches, tables. We've got nice picket fences. They're different gates, and then more interesting things like water pumps and wells and wind pumps and all the good farmyard things, weather vanes.
So you get a good look at, I mean, you get a feel for that in some of these screenshots, and also you get in the trailer as well, you get a good look at how you'll be able to utilise those scenery pieces. But I'm sure, like all of us, we're really excited to see what players do. Or our zookeepers do when they have this pack, and sort of what they make with all these new pieces, or how they adapt them into their zoos as well, which is
some
really
really
fun to see.
unique pieces we got.
And then lastly, it's not just all of that, because that's a lot. There's a scenario as well. So what's happening in the scenario we've got to go through in this one?
Well, in my own words, embark on a transformative journey as you breathe new life into a once neglected farm. Team up with returning character Tiffany Summers to create a thriving animal sanctuary. Watch the beauty of healing and restoration unfold amidst the rolling fields and gentle breezes of the New Zealand countryside.
It's almost like you read that.
No, it just came to me.
Okay, well, that was well thought up on the spot.
Thank you.
But yeah, obviously it's another scenario as well for our zookeepers to work their way through, and the challenges that then entail. So there's a lot in that DLC pack, but that's not all, because alongside the Barnyard Animal Pack, we've also bringing a free update. I think it's 1.17 to all of our PC players. And a number of habitats can now be converted into animal encounters, allowing guests to get closer than ever to their animals. So do you want to talk a little bit more about what's in the free update?
Yeah, so like you mentioned, and probably saw in the trailer, we can now have guests interacting with certain animals. Mm-hmm. So you can take your habitats, and then if they've got the right species in them, you can change it into an animal encounter. And in order for the guests to interact with the animals, they need to be happy, and they need to have certain scenery pieces in there. So you need a hygiene station.
Yeah.
Because obviously you've got to wash your hands after you've touched an animal. And yeah, so obviously all the animals in the Barnyard Pack can be interacted with, and then have a few select ones from previous packs and base game, like your lemurs, reindeer, raccoons, capybaras. So yeah, hopefully you can have a lot of fun.
That's cool, and that's a free update that's coming as well. So that's really fun. So there's stuff in there for everybody, which is really nice to see you do. And as we stressed, this update will be coming to our console players, but it will be later on down the line. And when we have more news on that, we will let you know.